I'm so happy to have this man on the program. I've enjoyed watching him play this year, to say the least. I've had Cleveland Browns fans. There he is, the man of the hour, Myles Garrett. How are you, Myles?
I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. You know how I prepared for this interview, Myles?
How so?
I crossover dribbled for the last 3 minutes just to try and get ready for this thing. I've got that move.
It's a good warm-up, especially in Russia.
Yeah. Now, has anybody looked at you on the other side of the line of scrimmage and saying, "What are you doing?" when you're doing that? Have you elicited a response from anybody?
No responses yet. I might draw one here this year. Maybe next game.
What are you? So, where did this come from for you? Where did this idea come from for you?
Just the hooping roots. I've always done it in practice and had fun doing it. Just wanted to, finally bring that stuff to the real deal, real field.
In the game, in an actual game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And so you just thought, I'm going to try it. And does that actually get you in a rhythm? Does it actually work for you, Myles?
It does. I feel like it kind of messes with their head going into it. So they figure they don't know where the hell I'm going, if I'm actually coming. So
right.
And then I add a jab step to it, or add multiple, and then add the variable. Just going through the guy's chest, or just I know they're worried.
I'd imagine.
Well, again, and man, do I have so many questions to ask you. I imagine, was the Tennessee game the first time you had two guys travel with you on the line of scrimmage pre-snap ever in your life, Myles?
Yeah, that's the first time. I've had one guy travel with me, and then he doubled me with the tackle. I've never had two guys who just were designated to follow me wherever I went. I've never seen that personally or with any other player.
That is correct. And so, me too. And so, at one point in the game, at what point did you realize two Tennessee Titans were traveling with you whenever you motioned on your side of the line of scrimmage?
Well, that play that they got kind of circulated, that was a play I kind of realized that I was just moving around. And I think we came out the huddle and they were like, all right, you're going to end up over there with Z, but kind of delay it. So I kind of started on the right side. And then, once they had gotten the formation, I started making my way over to Za'Darius' side and saw him following. So I was like, I think they might be locked in on me. So I go back. I was like, I still got some time, but it's about 15 seconds left. I go back and they don't start running back over. I was like, oh, we can do this all day because y'all have to get set. So I started going back, and clock's ticking, gets down to 2-1-0, and they have to call a timeout. So that's definitely a fun memory, knowing that those guys were trying to make sure that they were on me. They didn't even think about we have to both be set. I know they just got the message from coach. You're doubling him. I don't care what happens.
Right. Because normally the pre-snap penalty you might elicit is causing a tackle to jump to make sure that they get the jump on you. But this is maybe the first time the pre-snap penalty was a motion penalty that you caused just because you were motioning yourself laterally. I've never seen anything like that in my entire time. That's a first. That's it.
We're trying to break new ground. See what we can make this do to respect me.
Do you feel that you're not respected, Myles?
Definitely feel respected, but should always earn some more, and always elicit more fear.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of that, do you feel that your game is better than ever? Do you feel that things have stepped up? You have stepped it up this year, that you are on a different level than previous years right now, Myles?
I definitely feel at the top of my game. I feel like I've been entering and kind of reaching my prime if I'm not in it.
Okay.
And feel like surrounded by like-minded individuals on the defense with coaches and players allow me to flourish, and vice versa. So I think it's a combination of both. Me, really hitting my stride, and the guys I'm with really being passionate about making each other better.
No, I know I might be entering territory that I shouldn't, but why were you smiling and laughing while I was asking that question? What was going through your mind there? What's that? What's that about?
I had a teammate behind the camera who was nodding his head.
In agreement that you have stepped your game up. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Okay, very good. And so what has Jim Schwartz brought to the equation that may have aided in that process for you, Myles?
Just being, very cooperative, bringing that swagger, that passion to the game, someone who's locked in completely, knows how to get his guys going and focus on the task at hand. Not being present in that moment and playing for each other. Those things that he always teaches, just on a personal level with him and I, just knowing that I play, I'm a very instinctual player. I go with how I feel as far as, run, pass, and how to attack those things. So I'm definitely going to play, throughout the scheme. But if I see something and, we talked about it, but, this the one look I've seen, and I'm going to hit it from here, and the card says here, and I know that linebacker, if he sees me go, he's going to fill. He's like, no, you take your shot. No, you come down here, you play 100%. No, we'll make you right. And, having a coach that's just, being able to level with me like that, and guys behind me that are able to make me right if things go wrong, I couldn't ask for a better situation. It just allows me to fly around at high speeds and make plays.
Have you not had that in previous times? That sort of
not at that level. I didn't have those liberties. No, I kind of had some in pass at certain times, but no, not the way it is now, where it's like running pass. No, you were able to go make plays, and we'll make you right. It's been different this year.
Myles Garrett here on the Rich Eisen Show, and it looks different. It feels different. Do you feel, as obviously the quarterback situation there with Deshaun being hurt and P.J. Walker obviously doing a terrific job when he's gotten in there, that you and your defensive mates feel that it's your job to win the day, to make sure whatever happens on offense is good enough, Myles?
Yeah. I mean, whatever they put up, it has to be good enough. And I think that's exciting for not only for me, but for us as a defense, put the team on our backs, and an opportunity where they might be able to put up 38, 39 last game, or we might get 17, 20. And even if we put up 7 or 10, who says the opposing offense has to score? We can get after guys, and we've shown the ability to lock down teams for 60 minutes. So that's kind of the thrill of it. Now, how great do we want to be?
And in terms of how great do you want to be, who else do you put in your category in the NFL? Who else at your position do you think is in your category, Myles, that you look at in their game? Is there?
I always view it as I try to kind of say there's different situations for different people. I think there are a lot of athletic freaks. They're very smart players who make the most out of their situation, and some who flourish and where they're at. And you see guys who are just absolutely outstanding, and you can name more than a few, but you also have guys who kind of don't get the pub and the love that they should. Seattle has one with Mafe. You got Brian Burns, who I believe needs more love. Chubb, who got paid but doesn't get the respect that he should. Or you have the common guys. The TJs, the Knicks. You have the Micahs. But Judon's a hell of a rusher. Shaq Barrett's still a hell of a rusher. Vaughn is still getting healthy. There's a lot of guys who on any given day can give you big numbers across the stat sheet. It's about being put in that position and making the most out of those opportunities. I want to say that I'm the best that I can be, but as far as where I rank myself, I don't think ranking yourself a lot that puts you in a box. You want to break free of any molds that anyone puts you in.
So, what do you say to folks who consider the MVP a quarterback award? What do you say to that, Myles?
I think it's a load of crap. And I think the last time someone should have won an MVP would be J.J. Watt with the outstanding year I think he had in 2012.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was easily his award. And we have an Offensive Player of the Year award. So, if you want to give the best offensive player an award, we have that handled. But the best player, the one who's most respected, most feared, and makes the most game-changing plays, shouldn't just go to a quarterback or a wide receiver. It should go to the guy who's been game planned all week, who has to be respected, who you're avoiding, and when that time comes, he makes that play. That's positionless.
And so, as for the quarterback there in Deshaun Watson, the conversation had nationally in many ways is that he and the Browns might have, some issues with one another, and he doesn't really want to play. And you've heard that, I'm sure. What do you see from Deshaun and on that front about him being out there, Myles?
I've only heard that from, a few outside media that I get through, I guess, friends and family. And that's not any kind of vibe that we get from him. That's not the reaction. I have it all from, when I sitting down and talking to him, or we're on the field. The guys are raring to go. And it'd be wrong of me to ask him to come back as, less than, the player that we've known him as, a playmaker on all levels, whether in the pocket, scrambling, throwing off the run, or throwing the deep ball. The guy can do it all. So to not allow him to be at his best, or trying to make him come back sooner than what he needs to recover and help us win. That'd be wrong of us as not only players but as fans. We have to have some understanding of the situation and know that this guy really wants to win. That's why he's here.
Myles Garrett, a few minutes left with Myles. Just want to hit on you a little bit before I let you go on the day there in Cleveland. So you are a part owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers now, Myles. Is that did I read that correctly? Yeah?
Yes, sir.
What is
minority stake?
Okay, yeah. So what does Myles Garrett, minority owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers, do? Like what are you like in management, Myles? What do you got for me on that front? What do you have for me?
I think my managerial roles will be a little bit take a little bit of back seat. It's more the ambassadorship that I take pride in, being able to an ambassador not only for football but for basketball and the Cavs, being able to support the Cavs, worldwide, going to different games, or showing up to games, and sometimes like maybe doing some of the events they have during the game, or controlling the music, debuting some of the jerseys, maybe some different events that I can be a part of to help make the people aware and reach a different platform or people that they wouldn't normally reach.
What about going to practice and showing some guys how to body up? Anything like that? You want to be part of that, Myles? What do you think?
Hey, if they want to bring me in to show them how to box out, rebound,
sure,
attack the rim, I can do all that.
What about,
they might just have to wait a little bit.
What about a 10-day in March? A 10-day contract, Myles? What about a 10-day? What do you think?
Me and Dan have been talking about this a little bit.
That's super necessary.
Oh, is that right? Is that right?
We've been talking about this a little bit. See if we can make something work. But I will never stop loving ball. And if we can make a push, why not?
What about a double-double? You could do a double-double, right? I get a double-double out of you, Myles, at least.
10 and 10? You definitely get a double. I'll attack the board. I'll be there.
Okay.
Couple block shots.
I figured. And then what are your Halloween plans? We saw Vecna from Stranger Things. We've seen the Grim Reaper. I believe those are your last two Halloween costumes. What do we have on tap for Tuesday, Myles?
Oh, man, I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
But I'll give you a little hint,
Okay.
I think there's 23 technically weeks in the entire NFL season, and the number 23 is very synonymous with the theme of this movie Monster.
Okay. Okay. Anybody in the Rich Eisen Show studio, can you pick up on that? Because I'm 23 for this monster. That's so you're going. Well, your number's 95. So, all right. But movie, is it? It's 23. I think of Jordan. Obviously, that's the first thing I think of. But no, you're laughing to them. I'm way off. I'm not even warm.
You didn't think of Braun?
Okay. LeBron. No, I'm 54. You know what I mean? I think of Jordan.
Fair.
You know, that's my era. Okay, Myles. Interesting. Nice little. And is your front lawn already decked out with the tombstones of quarterbacks that you've sacked? Do we have that already? Is that already out there?
Not tombstones this time, but there are definitely quarterbacks hanging up in my yard.
Okay. What do you? Okay. What do you mean? Just from all different parts from the house? What do we got from the eaves of your house? What do you got hanging up? What do you mean?
From different. There's some kind of strung up on the walls in my garage,
all
kind
right,
of like a house of pain, as you would say, and then some kind of strewn up like scarecrows.
Okay. All right.
Another hint.
Of all okay. You're dropping hints, and these are all of quarterbacks that you've sacked, is what you're saying, that you've bagged.
Sacked or going to this season.
I like it. I like it. Well, all right, put it up anyway, because we got to these two tombstones for you. It's the Colts offensive lineman you leaped without touching, and then the kicker you blocked this past weekend, Quentin Nelson and Matt Gay. Tombstones for you, Myles. We had that prepared for this conversation. What do you think?
I love it. I appreciate it.
Listen,
that's sweet.
Well, I got to tell you,
sweet.
I've never seen anything like it in my entire life. So, as you pointed out, somebody asked you that question of how are you able to do it and nobody else is, and then your answer was great, Myles. I got to be honest with you.
Thank you.
It was good. Well,
answer from the heart.
You're a one of one, Myles. Thank you for the call. Thank you for the Zoom. I really appreciate it. I love watching you ball out. Before I let you go, your message for Browns fans from here on out is what? Myles, what do you have?
Thank you. Expect a lot, and we'll deliver more.
Myles, you take care of yourself. Thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
You as well. Thank you.
You got it. That's Myles Garrett getting set to go add Geno Smith to his front yard, I guess, or his garage right here on the Rich Eisen Show. That is right there a possible most valuable player in the National Football League. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.